Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have the Naughty Nine. This is a, where's my holiday? I kept doing this throughout the entire freaking week. Just keep forgetting to put it on. There we go. Everything's better. Everything's as it should be. The Naughty Nine is a brand new Disney Plus original. It's from 2023, of course. It's an hour and 25 minutes long. It's a comedy, action, adventure, as it says right there. And it features nine kids. One, two, three, four. There's eight. There's eight there. But, no, there's eight. And then there's an adult man who makes nine. There's a different picture that involves the adult man. So this is deceptive right here. So don't try to make it make sense. It's kind of a big action heist film. Imagine it like Ocean's 11 with kids, in a sense. What we have is our main character is Andy. He's played by Winslow Fegley. I think he was in Timmy Trouble. Mistakes Were Made. Yes, come on, show it to me. Timmy. I want to say his last name is Timmy Failure, Timmy Trouble. Excuse me. Too much holiday fun. So yeah, Timmy Failure, Mistakes Were Made. The problem is that I enjoyed him in that film, but puberty hits and he's grown up. So now he's a teenager, and while a young teenager, he's still I don't know if he can play the same exact deadpan kid. He's funny, but yeah. What we have here is a cast of teenagers who live and breathe by the naughty list, the nice list. They are teenagers who believe in Santa Claus, and yeah. But the problem is that Andy is not a very nice kid. He is our hero, but he is also a bit of a troublemaker. He is a con man, through and through. Presidential material. He is, let's just say, he puts on a great face. He puts on a great face from end to end. And you can see the extent of his abilities, his skills, in the very opening scene. Just dealing with the principal and working with one of his best friends, well, his literal best friend and neighbor, played by, where is she? Dulce. Her name is Dulce, but she's played by Camila Rodriguez. So they're best friends, and they pull off all sorts of crazy heists. I'm only going to spoil this little tiny bit here in this sense that they're trying to get back all the things that have been confiscated from them over the year, the first part of the year, in preparation for the break. They're about to go on Christmas holiday break, and well, what are they going to do? They got to get their stuff back. When it's an elaborate plan, but they're not only getting their own stuff back; they're getting stuff back for every kid who had their stuff confiscated, and kids are willing to pay to get it back, and that's their little scheme. Say. Well, it doesn't always go so well because he just figures that as long as he doesn't get caught, nobody knows, nobody gets hurt, and even though his sister, who is a little bit more of a perfectionist in certain things, she knows of all the slimy dealings he has going on, and she tries to call her parents' attention to it, and they're just like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" It's like a Phineas and Ferb kind of thing. Mom, Candace is always yelling and pointing, although his sister's not as obnoxious. Laurel, played by Madison Kellum. So it's when they realize that Christmas comes and goes. I got to tell you this part because it sort of sets up the entire thing. So bear with me. If you don't want to know, just go watch it, and you can make your own judgment. But honestly, excuse me, something has caught in my throat. Maybe it's one of the particles that's been floating around here from my hat, I think. So Christmas comes, they figure they've got it all worked out, and he and his best friend, neither of them got the gifts that they expected. Mom and Dad are like puzzled. What are you expecting? What are you talking about? Oh, what are they? Something from Santa? His sister gets what she wanted, and it literally says it's from Santa. Parents are like, Grandma get that for her? I don't know. Santa is real. The North Pole and the elves and the reindeer, all real. At least that is what Andy fully believes, and what is a solution to getting the gift he thinks he deserves. He is going to run the biggest, most impossible heist ever concocted. He, along with a bunch of other random kids that are gathered through a convoluted means and a racist trope, he brings together all these kids in order to head to the North Pole and take back what is theirs from Santa's workshop. It's not easy, and everybody has their own skill. Somebody knows how to hack the computers. Another person knows how to handle animals. Another one is a getaway driver. Another one, even though they're all like 13, 12, whatever, another one is a gymnast, so they can, apparently they know enough about the place that they requires a gymnast. I don't know. So all sorts of crazy stuff goes down, and they have to, they even commandeer a plane, and that's where the adult comes in, because none of them can fly a plane. And yes, children literally do head to the North Pole to infiltrate Santa's compound. That's the magic of this. So yeah, don't expect it to take it too seriously. Don't take it too... if you're like, well, this is just a little bit too far-fetched. These children cannot be doing these things. If you think that is an issue, well, then you're taking this movie way too seriously. It is meant for children. It is meant for children who believe in Santa Claus and all the magic of Christmas that comes along with it. And what if you and your friends could get together and take back what's yours? I don't know. I mean, it's the entire thing is kind of dubious, because you know what? My thought is, regardless of how it ends, by the way, no matter what you're doing here, you're still doing naughty things, and Santa sees everything. So wouldn't he see you breaking into his vault or whatever, or taking the toys that you did not receive? But would that... You think you'd get away with that? I don't know. So yeah, it's a fun little story. I don't know if it's crazy. I don't know if it's going to be a classic. It sets itself up for a sequel, let's just say, in the very last moment. And it's a... I'm not going to get too deep into this, but it's a conservative's nightmare, because the kids are so freaking diverse, and their parents are diverse. One girl has 2 dads, and just wait to see how Danny Glover fits into this. Yeah, Danny Glover. He's getting too old for this stuff. Paraphrasing. So yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I don't know if I can say it's like, oh my gosh, my favorite thing. And maybe I was slightly distracted by everything else going on around me. It's a busy time of the year. Maybe another watch will do it, but I think kids would probably get a kick out of it. The big adventure, just of taking on something despite what people think of you, and there's a lesson to be learned in this, obviously. So it's not just like, hey, let's just be rebels and screw the system, and we're gonna steal from Santa when we were naughty in the first place, when he decided not to give us our gifts because we were naughty. We were on the naughty list. So yeah, don't expect it to zig when it's supposed to zag. It is what it is, but how I've explained it to you. There are a little few surprises here and there, but not like huge twists or anything else. But enjoy it for what it is. That's our Christmas Eve episode. That's kind of a big deal. I gotta bring it up here. I want to say the name properly. I know what we're watching, but I just need to say the name properly. It is picked specifically for Christmas Day because it's very Disney. It's 100% Disney, and why not? It's let's see. It's listed under shorts, but it's not really a short. It's more like a 50-minute episode. It is a classic moment with Walt himself. It is Christmas with Walt Disney. So let's spend Christmas with Walt Disney tomorrow on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that, and Merry Christmas.